That was so weird. The fact that that happened. I think I know why it happened, and I'll wait till Apo gets here because he might find it funny. That was stupid. What is this dual stream shit? Oh, streaming to... Oh, I have to turn that on ahead of time. Automatically generates a crop version of the stream for short speed. Oh, that'd be weird. Right, here's what this type something. So what fucking happened? So I went and I unlisted one of the streams from the other day. I'll go ahead and say which stream it was. It was the one where Lost. I hope he's here so he can hear this. It's the one where Lost kept trauma dumping to the point where I feel like a lot of information shouldn't be public because I feel like Lost talks and doesn't realize what he's saying. So for his own sake, I unlisted the stream, and then at that point, I guess it just automatically made my default for streams unlisted, and it wouldn't let me remake streams public. So I had because every time I scrolled down to click on it, it would automatically scroll back up. So I had to like hold. I just had to like click the pixel. I scrolled up to the top and clicked the tiny pixel where it said I could change the status of my stream, and I made it public, and I guess it's fixed now. Yeah, we're already at more people than we were earlier. Hi, Canned. Also, hi, CB. I didn't see you. Too busy dealing with technical shit. By the way, professional YouTuber. If you couldn't tell. Just got paid. Lost traumatized the YouTube algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, I might not be joining VC for painting for a while. That being said, it does kind of suck because I did talk a lot about writing and my personal stuff with that, with Apo, which I felt like could have been like pretty interesting to keep up. But let's be real, nobody watches the VODs. Like, let me go look at the VOD right now. The VOD with the most amount of views is I think my longest stream, which is 7.5 hours, or almost, yeah, 7.5 hours. And there's a trend of the longer I stream, obviously the more views that I get because people are coming and going. Appa, if you make me my Kriegsman Siege Troopers, I'm jumping. Congratulations on 2 months, Axe. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, one stream is partially blocked in other countries because of, that's kind of funny. Because of music I listen to. Which might be this song that I'm listening to now. I'm here. Company of Heroes, Ancient Body, and Cave with 5 chainsword arms came in today. Hell yeah. Gonna make a Blade Guard veteran. Gonna make a Blade Guard vet that just has a big cape. Nice. How the hell did Zoinks autocorrect to double? Because Zoinks isn't a fucking word. Shut up, Car. Thanks, Axe. Yeah, it's already 10 people, isn't it? 7 on my end. God, man, that's so fucking stupid. Everyone can thank Lost for all those who aren't members or don't have access to the Discord. That's why the stream didn't show up, because Lost decided to traumatize YouTube and I had to fix it. I don't even know where Lost is right now. I think he's still... No, he's not sick right now. He got over being sick. It's 9 o'clock. He shouldn't be working. I need a... What's it called? I'm gonna hype the new video. Garga's struggling with English. That reminds me, yeah, apparently hype is like a thing on mobile specifically. I didn't know that. God damn it, Axe. Thank you. I appreciate it. What if I think these are new people, actually. Huh. No, I think I recognize Toasty McToastface. Yeah, no, apparently hype is a thing, so I guess I gotta shill that as well at the beginning of videos, because, like, most people don't do that. Unless to remind it. It's literally just, like, here's the funny thing. Let me go ahead and look at my analytics real quick. Because, just a little bit of a peek behind YouTube. If I go to audience... There's audience or is it community? No, it's not community. It should be analytics, and then there should be an audience tab. Here we go, audience tab. So, 50% of people who are watching this channel have been watching it for the first time in the past month. I like it. Apparently my Iron Warriors Did Nothing Wrong video is still getting a good amount of views. But, where is it? Should be a thing that says, yeah, here we go. 51% of people are not subscribed, right? And this is just like how it is on YouTube, and it's just like something we have to deal with. Our must be getting more views after the reel. I haven't checked if it got like super high, but 51% of people, or not 51, sorry, 48% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, which would help if literally when I said every time subscribe, everybody's subscribed, then the channel would just skyrocket in terms of subscribers, but that's not how that works. Fun fact, 5% of people watch my videos on a tablet. It's a decent ratio. It's a better ratio than most channels, but it's also just like we're comparing apple to oranges, because there's like some people who, especially with I want to go ahead and say, what's the game called? I played a lot of it with Arc Raiders, especially with Arc Raiders, that a bunch of people just got big off of it, and so their analytics are skewed as fuck, where it's like 11% of people are subscribed, but 89% of people aren't, because of how many views they got comparatively because of their videos, because it's a newer game. Whereas I would say, granted, I'm not gonna sit here and kid myself. I haven't been getting that many views on videos recently, but that's also because I've been moving and haven't been that consistent on YouTube, and I'm gonna try to fix that this month and next month. But for doing what I do and only having half of the people not subscribed, that's not bad. Highest I've ever seen a YouTuber, Xylophony, 80% subscribed. That's wild. By the way, fun fact, 0.8% of my audience is female. 0.1% is user specified, which I kind of wish they would actually just give me the numbers on like all the different ones, because that'd also be kind of funny and interesting, but it's whatever. From what I've seen, most channels are like 30% subscribed. Yeah, that's how it is. Which, once again, that's not bad, but also it's in terms of people who are watching my videos, because obviously I'm gonna get a majority of people who are subscribing watching my videos, as opposed to a bunch of random people coming in because I don't know, because like what I'm doing is popular, like Arc Raiders. What I'm doing doesn't drag in a massive audience. Was a Minecraft role player. Shit, was banging in middle school. You please do not put middle school, Minecraft, role player, and banging in the same sentence. You just got put on a registry just by typing that in, I'm pretty sure. Oh, fun fact, 0% of my audience is above the age of 65. Also, I'm pretty sure Rat Boy is carrying the Australian viewership with that 1.7%. Yeah, 11% of people have notifications on. I should start shilling that. Maybe people actually fucking turn them on. This is the one thing where it's like, if you don't talk about it, no one's gonna do it. What are you right now in terms of subscribers? 8,107. It's not bad. It's slowed down a lot because of Christmas and my. So this is what I've always been told, is that I've been told that this, like, December and wintertime is fucking abysmal for YouTube. Because that's when everybody's on, like, Christmas break and they're spending time with their families. And the kids are, like, pulled away from, like, their devices during that time. Which I don't think a majority of my audience, let me go look back at it. Analytics, audience, that's revenue. I want to look at audience. A majority of my audience is ages 25 to 34. A majority of my audience is from 18 years old to 34 years old. Past that, it just becomes like tens of percentages. It's probably going to jump during summer then. It will jump during summer because I chose a very good time to do YouTube. I got like, I don't even remember how, let me go look at subscribers. Because I don't know if I can look at subscribers. Here we go. Subscribers throughout the course of the lifetime of this channel. The channel actually kind of peaked a bit in August, but like, yeah, I gotta, yeah, here we go. August, well, obviously, because I started towards the end of July. But even then, after I subscribed to my own channel, 2 days later, I got 21 subscribers, and then that trend just kept like steady until the, yeah, what video was this? So the Mechanicus video, when it came out, we're talking about YouTube now, I guess. So the Mechanicus video, when it came out, it didn't do amazingly. It got like 1K views after a little bit, but it was the video that kept getting recommended to people, and I want to say because of the intro and the thumbnail, not necessarily because of the content of the video, because I don't think many people found what I was saying to be particularly interesting, because at the end of the day, everybody already knows about Warhammer lore. They just want to hear other people regurgitate it because it's funny. And that video just kept getting recommended to people. It was to the point where it got posted on the AdMix subreddit. It didn't get a lot of upvotes and a lot of views on it, but okay, well, that's a lie, because how Reddit constitutes views is very different. Because if you scroll right by, it gets views. I cannot look at the stats of that post, I don't think. I don't know if there's a way for me to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got a few, because the AdMix subreddit is like a decent size. Let me go look. I have Reddit open over here. r/Mechanicus is has 34k people. I could at least assume that 10% of people saw that, which we'll go ahead and say that 3,400 people saw that post and went over and possibly clicked on the video, because inexplicably I get a jump in subscribers. I'm starting to get a jump in subscribers around July 29th, and after I post the tournament video, which didn't do well at all, it goes from 63 subscribers a day, 70 a day, 94 a day, 182 a day, 191 a day, and obviously it goes downwards trends again because we live in hills and valleys when it comes to YouTube. August was a very good fucking month though. August was probably my best month because every day it was 100 to like 80 people subscribing minimum, and then it downward trends for a little bit. I posted a few videos. The Imperial Knight video was not good in my opinion. The Night Lords video was good enough that I ended up getting like 100 and was that almost 200 subscribers in the course of 2 days. Guard, do not post my videos randomly in other people's communities. That's not, you should not be doing that. Most communities have no advertising rules, and I don't need that. August was a very good month. September was okay. It wasn't the best, but October, that was when I had my mental health crisis, so things went low. And then November onwards, or November was when I had my mental health thing. Yeah, because like, I did not post shit. I went live a lot. And October was when I posted the Emperor's Children video, which did okay. I ended up getting like a couple hundred people off that one. And yeah, November through December was low. Oh, fun fact, there is a single day where I actually lost more subscribers than I gained, which is kind of funny. I don't know if there's another day, because when was that? That was after I made the... I didn't even make a video. I think I was just streaming. Yeah, I was just streaming. Then 9 people just unsubscribed. That's so funny. Yeah, and then it's just been consistent a little bit, or consistently low for a little bit. Yeah, that Appa was great thumbnail. Or that Appa was great. That thumbnail was great. Appa, my god. I have to click check my comments, but I think the first one I watched was the Necron one. I assumed it was an audiobook, except until you mentioned it being from one of your games. Yeah. Yeah. 40k games get very fun and narrative sometimes, which is really great. But yeah, no. YouTube is an interesting beast. And I don't feel pressured to do a lot because like right now, like YouTube doesn't make, I mean, I just got paid from it again. YouTube doesn't make enough money for it to be, in my opinion, life-changing. Like, it's nowhere near my normal paycheck. That being said, I'm making money doing something that I would have been doing anyways. So honestly, that's not a bad gig. It would be cool if this could become full-time, and I would really want to do it full-time, but I'm not gonna wish upon a star for any of that shit. If it happens, it happens. I doubt it will, but I don't know. Maybe I could get proven wrong for once in my life, because usually I'm right about things. Obviously, I'm gonna have to keep putting work into the channel, which that's not a bad thing. After you exiled me from the tower, I didn't exile you, I threw you out. There's a difference. You know what you did. I got depressed and joined a new 40k server and played my first game of Warhammer. That's good. At least something good came out of it. Your voiceover stuff is what made me check out the rest of the channel. While a lot do voiceover stuff, they tend to just read books. You voice your own stories. Yeah, I feel like there's it's like niche, but there's still a market for people to hear stuff that they've never heard before, because fucking, what's it called? Everybody's heard the story about the Tau discovering the Dreadnought and how old it was. Everybody's heard that fucking story. No one gives a shit. A lot of people haven't heard of a story of a fucking Necron Overlord getting surrounded by White Scar's attack bison, literally getting tanking Melta shots to the point where his cloak is now forever on fire. I assume it's like sandwich money. It's not, okay. It's not sandwich money. I'm gonna say this right now. I grew up dirt fucking poor. Me and my family grew up dirt poor. Like I don't think I'm disingenuous when saying that we were at like below or at the poverty line for most of our lives. I don't think I'm disingenuous when I'm saying that, because we had a very turbulent life up until like high school, I want to say. So for me, the amount of money that I am seeing is a decent amount, but it's not enough for me to quit my job, is what I'm saying. I think I can say how much I've earned on YouTube. I just can't go into a lot of other things. From now on, YouTube can be your Warhammer money. That's basically what it is. Like, I'll go ahead and say this. November's YouTube money paid for an entire Age of Sigmar army. Unbuilt, unpainted. I have to build and paint everything myself. But with the money I got from YouTube, I was able to buy... We'll go ahead and say, because I already had some of this stuff prior, but it would have been covered by the cost of what I ended up buying, or how much I ended up earning. I was able to buy 40 Chaos Warriors, Abraxia, the... What's it called? The Incarnate of Gur, the Terrain for Chaos, and 6 Baron Guard. Granted, the 6 Baron Guard were from a friend, so they were cheaper, but it still would have been covered under the cost. Oh, and a Demon Prince. And, what's it called? Urkan, the Black Hand. An Exalted Champion, and Chaos Sorcerer Lord. It's a decent amount of money in terms of what I'm used to. In terms of a livable wage, no. It's not enough. That being said, I've used the money for other things. One time I was able to completely cover my share of rent for a month with what YouTube gave me. Going back to the question I saw was Caves asked me, how much would I need to hit for it to be a full-time job? I honestly think, because here's the thing, the subscriber numbers don't matter. What matters is people joining memberships and doing Patreon. I think if I open up a Patreon, because like this is my thing with Patreon, is that I don't know how Patreon works at all. I assume it's just something is similar to YouTube memberships. But that being said, if there's like just a very silent, like a big group of people who want a Patreon, but they just didn't comment it, because I got like 2 comments of people saying, yeah, make a Patreon. It's like, okay, I'll probably still do it. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. It'll still be extra money. Oh, well. But I don't know. I'm having to think about it. Because I also looked up how... So I unless like something was like glitched on my end. Can one of you tell me how much the memberships cost on your end? Because it tells me something different, but I also assume that's might be the way it is because of 2 reasons. 1, maybe I didn't realize what my local currency was, or 2, because YouTube takes their cut. I would do coffee over Patreon. I'm not about to make 50 million different options. I don't like Patreon, but people use Patreon. That's the reality of it. I don't know anything about coffee. I know people moved over to that platform, but people also moved over to Blue Sky, and look how well that went. I don't know. I'd also have to... I just don't want to deal with Patreon, because then that's just other shit I have to manage. But $2.6.99, and not sure for the final. Okay, so it's $1. It's $1 or $2 extra. No, wait, that's so weird. What? Hi, Tristan. Weirdly enough, it makes memberships kind of hard to check the prices. That's funny. Because I think it's like $2 extra, because that's what YouTube takes. Gark, that's not real currency. I think YouTube adds on like $2 extra, because that's what they end up taking, which is fine. Sure, whatever. I can't do anything about YouTube wanting a cut. That's just how the platform works. $10 for the final tier. So it does say $10 for the final tier. Then that's so weird. Apo, that is also not a real currency. Is that yen? Your ass lives in Wisconsin. Fucking Kenosha, Wisconsin, Infinite Wealth, or whatever the fucking that Yakuza game is called. This motherfucker doesn't know yen. I know that it's somehow worse than the American dollar, which is crazy. That's a feat. Garg, I'll tell you what's in the members video. Become a member there. I know what yen is. I know what yen is. I also know your tabletop opinions are ass. How long has it been since that member video? Because I made that like when I moved. Oh, my mic is nowhere near me. Because I know I made that when I moved here. Let me look at content. That was posted. It wasn't posted that long ago. It was posted just over like a week ago, a week or two. 9 days? Really? Oh my god. Do you say hi to Tristan? I did! I always say hi to Tristan. Tristan never talks much. That's why I like Tristan. Tristan shows up, says hi, and lurks. Or just leaves. I don't know. Say hi to Acheron? I play games with him. I don't need to say hi to him. He's been wanting to play Rogue Trader again. We really need to. I just haven't had time. Say hi to me. No, Garg. I can't stop thinking about that fucking meme. Reconquer my worlds. Yes, Gilliman. 500 worlds. Yes, Gilliman. Axe, I keep forgetting. Do you know how to play 40k or no? Because I'm constantly confusing you with Ape and Gap, but I play against Gap more often than not, and I know Gap knows the rules. Oh my god, I don't know who was able to join. I don't hate Tristan, fuck you. 500 cigarettes. I don't know how many of you joined when I fought Gap the other day. I think it was Saturday I gamed against him. It might have been, I think it was Monday actually. When I gamed against him, it was fucking he was playing World Eaters and I was playing Admech, and somehow I ended up out meleeing him. Like I fucking murdered him. And it's funny because Gap plays Admech, so he knows how I work, and I don't know how Corn works, and I just murdered the fucking shit out of him. Granted, I asked him ahead of time if we were trying, and he said yes, and I brought a semi-meta list. He probably could have done with more Sicarians, but I didn't have room in the budget for that. I'm here to say Sicarians now are fucking nasty. And if you're Admech and you like Sicarians, buy them before they end up getting nerfed next edition. Because their profile is weird right now, but their profile is also a good weird. 30 attacks, wounding on anti-infantry 3 up, AP -1, damage 2, I think. Or is it damage 1? Let me check. I already forget my own rules. Warhammer 40k. The Creed. Yeah, damage 2. With anti-infantry 3 up and precision. Not to mention these guys get +1 to charge all the time, and if they're near battle line, it becomes a +2 to charge. Oh, +1 to charge and +1 to advance, which I forgot to use. And you can give them an advance to charge in Hollow Screed. And the Breachers never got to shoot anything, by the way. I had a 6-man of Breachers in both Doctrinas at all times, and they never got to shoot anything. Everything just died. I probably will take a... Oh, and I also had Castellan robots, which honestly are a lot better than I thought they were, and they just murdered a brick of Terminators. Sino, do you think Nork Deadog is worth using? I don't know what Nork does over a normal Ogryn bodyguard, so fucking, I don't know. If it's like a 10-point difference, get him. Because he has Thunderous Headbutt. I make lists for finding a tournament, seeing why they bring said units, then changing stuff around to how I play for my own example. Yeah, I think that's what most people end up doing. Because you will hear me complain about him constantly. Richard Siegler, the bastard who keeps getting AdMech nerfed. His list was a bunch of Taraxi and Sicarians. I don't like Taraxi, even if they're good for scoring. And I like having big guns. So I took out the Taraxi and I added more tanks. I added Breachers, I added Castellans, and then I just added 2 10-mans of Sicarians and put them in transports just so that way they had something to do. And so I did that, and it worked out well for me. But that's also because I was actually able to deploy correctly and move my models up lanes where they needed to go. I also understand the worth in having the tanks sit in the back and having actual units that can do damage sit in the front. I saw that you got a score pick lord with a bunch of precision hits or something. I realized while making a list that for some reason I prefer dudes in robes for units like Blade Guard and Stern Guard. You just like veterans, which is fine. Because honestly, yeah, having models with extra wounds so you don't get plinked off by heavy bolters and you need something like a Forge Fiend to kill you, that's pretty good. CBD, I don't know why I keep calling you CBD when your name is CB Drawer, but CB, I'm just gonna keep calling you CBD. CBD, I would recommend just playing Dark Angels. Because you also get Deathwing Knights who have -1 damage and 4 wounds with shields. The only thing that sucks is that the Dark Angels detachments suck, but you're just gonna be playing Gladius or some other shit anyways. And you also get the Lion. Like literally everything in Dark Angels that's like their own unique unit outside of like the bikes has robes. And you still get access to Blade Guard and Stern Guard and whatever other veterans that end up coming out. Because Deathwing Knights are basically like just better rules Assault Terminators. Because Assault Terminators fucking suck. You get the 4 wounds, you get the -1 damage. You get weapons that are pretty decent. They're not insane, but you're basically just a brick. The only thing is that you're slow and kind of expensive, but that's you could deal with that. What's the Lion cost? Money and points. I don't remember how many points he is. He's like 300 something. He got cheaper and they ended up giving him an extra ability. The Lion also has robes. This is true. Everything in Dark Angels has robes. Also, you get the Watchers. They're not their own unit, but there's something. I prototyped a bike list and then I realized I had like 4 chaplains in my army. That's hilarious. Rip Dreer, he was mid at best at 80 points, and they kicked me in the balls and made him 100. You just bought him. That's so funny. Bro, I cannot wait for fucking Perturaba to be here. It's gonna be so nice having a Primarch in my army. Just play a better army like EC. you're saying that like EC is an army. We've been over this. They're not. So many chaplains, 1 and then 3 on bikes. Yeah, but don't chaplains give like +1 to wound? That's pretty good. Because you don't have access to that on your oath. Didn't Zinch used to have a demon that was 1800 points or something absurd? No. What the fuck are you talking about? Maybe in the fucking before times, before any of you were born. Also Zinch, yeah. Zanch. No, I don't think Zinch ever had a demon that was that expensive. Is it going to be Demon Primarch Perturabo? What do you mean is it going to be Demon Primarch Perturabo? Perturabo is a Demon Primarch. We don't know if it's him or not. There in the stills that they showed off in the trailer, what was it? I can't think of the name of it. Like the thing where it's like the weird exhaust panels or the weird exhaust pipings. If you turn up the gamma on the image, you could see like the shape of his shoulder pad. So if it's not him, then it's some random demon engine with his shoulder pads, and I don't know why they decided that was an option, but it looks like his shoulder pads. Also, Garki is a demon. He literally made a pact with Chaos. That's what happened. They do believe just gonna be church on wheels? What? The fuck are you talking about? So, Axe, stop harassing Garg. Seasons had a 1,500 point demon? What? Wait, is it fucking Kairos? Kairos is not 1,500 points, is he? Or is this like old shit? Who the fuck is that? Oh my god, that is the worst fucking mini I've ever seen in my entire life. He's on 1d6 Shan. Alright, what's up with this guy? Bro, what fucking edition was this? They ended up changing his points, by the way. Instead of being 1,500, he became 600. Here, we're gonna see, Garg. We're gonna read this together. I say read this together. I'm just gonna read it to you what he did. So he was around in 9th edition, which is weird because nobody ever ran this motherfucker. He was a Forge World. He was like weird named Forge World Demon. What did he have? So because he was in 9th edition, he actually has stats that make fucking sense. His staff lost range. And it became D6 shots instead of 2d6 shots. It had blasts, but so he can't fire it in melee. I think he had a 3-up invuln. Yeah, he had a 3-up invuln, which became a 4-up. And he used to be able to re-roll failed demonic rituals, which for anybody who didn't know, demonic rituals was old fuck-ass ability where you're able to like summon in demons. I think adding extra points to your list, but I don't know how any of that worked. But yeah, he dropped from 1,500 to 600. He was able to cast 3 psychic powers and deny 2. Oh wait, he can cast 3 psychic powers. He already knows 2 by default, and he can deny 2. Oh no, I'm sorry, knows all. So he knew all psychic disciplines apparently, unless I'm reading this incorrectly. Can I ask why you hate demon armies? I hate demons because they should have always been folded into working with chaos to begin with, instead of whatever weird fuck ass shit that they were doing. Demons, lore wise, as an army doesn't work because you're asking a bunch of demons who follow gods who hate each other to work together, which doesn't make any fucking sense. And they always should have been like built into the Slave to Darkness armies, like Death Guard, World Eaters, Emperor's Children, and Thousand Sons. They should have been built into them rather than this weird shit of only one detachment works for them, which I think they're going to be changing next edition because they want people to buy more Space Marines. I don't know. I can understand why people only like the demons, but I just like, I don't know. Also, not to mention, a lot of demon models just look like shit. And they still have like all the forgeable demons. I think Shalaxi's still being sold, and she looks awful. You ever see Scarbrand? He is, I talked about this in the Q&A video. He has horns coming out of his ass. Not to mention, Age of Sigmar does it better because they have the Maggot Kin of Nurgle, which are their own codex rather than needing to share a codex with, what's it called? All the other demon types. And they're basically a Slaves to Darkness army with demons strapped into it that actually function off of the army rule rather than this weird ass shit. After the announcement, are we still thinking Grey Knights in 11th? The Grey Knights are going to get a refresh, but they're not going to be in the launch box. Don't fucking hold your breath. It's also unknown when we're getting that refresh. But yeah, Grey Knights are apparently... they're supposed to get a refresh in the 11th. I don't remember. I need to go back and look at the leaks that someone posted. But I feel like they said something about Red Corsairs. So far the leaks have been accurate. Speaking of Red Corsairs, I need to kick my ass into gear tomorrow and start actually making that video and stop sitting on my fucking hands. $27 or later. Why are you asking me? I don't fucking work for GW. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe they show up at the beginning of the edition. Maybe they are in the launch box. Maybe they show up at the end of the edition. You get to play with them for 3 months until the next edition starts and wipes everything out. Do you think they should bring back, however you fucking say his name, bring back Brayarth Ashmantle and you can have whatever the fuck you want? I want my old Dreadnought. He was able to punch knights on... he was able to wound knights on 2s, dude. I fucking miss Brayarth. He had like flat damage 4 punches. He realistically killed a knight every time he fought. And he had a fucking Feel No Pain and an Invuln, I think. I think he -1 damaged whenever you got near him. Or not near him, whenever you hit him. I fucking miss Brayarth. There's so many cool things that GW can make for armies. Even just Space Marines. But they work at such a slow fucking pace that it's so fucking impossible to get so much stuff out. Because, like, they are making a lot of stuff, like, right now, don't get me wrong. But I mean, like, more for everybody, because there's so many factions, so many sub-factions. So can I ask you if you could run demons as any army, but only for one god at a time? Would that be alright with you? Yeah, that'd be fine. Demons should be their own armies. I think it's better if they get put in with Slaves to Darkness, and maybe there's detachments that work with only demons. Or, not even just that, put them in with Slaves of Darkness, call them the Forces of Slaanesh, call them the Forces of Khorne, so on and so forth, and have it be World Eaters and Khorne Demons together, and there's no separation of the army, and they both benefit from the army rule and the detachment rules. So that way, if you wanted to, you could run only Demons, only World Eaters, or both together. So that way the people, because, I don't know, I never understood the idea of mixing in the different allegiances of demons together. It never made sense to me. Oh, there's the arm. I found it. It'll only get messy if they end up making Vashtor into a demon. But also at the same time, I don't think Iron Warriors are going to become their own army. But if Vashtor is going to become his own god, and the Iron Warriors are getting all this shit, I don't know, man. Maybe Iron Warriors become their own faction. I'm gonna dump honey-coated peanuts in a bottle of Mexican Coke. Thanks, bro. I really did not need to read that. I'm on the pain train. It sucks, though. You get slimed in one turn. What do you mean? What do you mean you're on that pain train? What, you have a bunch of demons? Every stream just devolves from me painting into me just chatting. I honestly think that's fine. Both my favorite Warhammer YouTubers got stuff this drop, so I'm happy. Who's your other favorite Warhammer YouTuber? Unless both of them aren't me. Did you see the Tech Marine Xbox showcase today? Yeah, I saw it. I don't care that it's coming to Game Pass. I care about them talking about the prestige perks because I want to know what they are. Because his actual perks already got leaked. First True Guardsman has a video on that. Pancreas no work. What did Pancreas no work get out of these reveals? Is he an Iron Warriors fan and I don't know it? He's an Eldar fan. Eldar didn't get shit. You Red Corsair connoisseur suddenly? Oh, you'll close you off, please. Eldar got Corsairs. That was it. I didn't even realize Eldar got anything. To be fair, I didn't watch the reveal. I was working. Oh, right, Prince Uriel. Right, that did happen. And I'm pretty sure that's like his favorite Eldar, that or Eldrad. Because I'm pretty sure his Eldar army is fucking... Oh my god, what is that fleet called? I can't remember. It's the one that kept getting fucking murdered, so they're all ghost constructs. I almost said Bealtan, and I know it's not Bealtan. God, what the fuck is that fleet called? I knew the name of it off the top of my head for so long. Craftworld Iandon. That's Iandon. It's fucking Iandon yellow. I remember now. I hate Iandon's colors. I feel like they could be so much better. The fucking IKEA Eldar. I mean, I'm also just not a fan of Eldar to begin with, so, you know, it's not for me to be... Anyways. Hi, Kyle. Oh, by the way, we have the stream border back. For all those who were complaining about last time, I was able to turn my old PC back on and I got all my pictures off of it. What are we painting? Slaves to Darkness. I'm still eating a cheesy gordita crunch. I really need to get my fucking shed up and running again. Not until that dude does the backyard, then I can do it. I think he said he was coming back this week? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I ended up buying my coworkers, because they bought me stuff for Christmas. I say they bought me stuff for Christmas. They bought me like a soda and a charm to put on my work ID, which is kind of funny. What happened to the shed? I disassembled it. I moved. Hi Fluff. And so I ended up buying them some stuff. One of my coworkers, she really likes Snoopy, so I bought her a Snoopy charm. And then another coworker, she's been getting really into like puzzle boxes, so I bought her some puzzles. They're not hard, but eh. Elder, I got Uriel, named Void Dreamer based on some very old art, a new Corsair unit, and a Starfang that can also be turned into a new Viper jetpack thing from 1997. Thank you for telling me what a fucking Viper was, because I had no idea what you were fucking talking about. Oh, God. Take a card or something and flatten it out before using it. What the fuck are you talking about? Got my cousin the Glockfield knife. Nice. Pretty sure you said the wet palette. I'm not flattening the wet palette. You can suffer. I don't give a fuck. Suffer. You sly dog, you buying your way into these coworkers, ain't you? One of them I have a crush on, but yeah, I'm a grown-ass man and I have a crush on a girl. But I'm not gonna push it. Guard, you have to be the most deaf motherfucker in the entire face of the earth, because I literally told you what I did with the shed. But, you know, I like her. That's but also like she has shit going on in her life, so I'm not gonna bother her with that. I was getting her something nice. That being said, I did have a conversation with her when we were at work, because we joke around a lot. At this point, she's just comfortable with just talking shit with me. And I told her, because both of our birthdays are in the same month, and she knows what my birthday is now at this point. And I told her, how about this? You don't give me anything for my birthday, so I don't get you anything for your birthday, so we cancel each other out. She looked at me and said, you want me to get you something for your birthday because you want to double up on Snoopy, don't you? And she said yes, so I'm getting her something for her birthday now, I guess. It's not like I'm buying anything expensive. I refuse to do that shit. Fluff. No. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. We ended up getting into the topic of talking about anime, and it turns out a majority of the anime that she likes, not all of it, a majority of the anime she watched and liked is the same stuff I liked. Like, she watched Noragami and Psycho-Pass, for anybody who's seen those. And then this is the craziest fucking thing, and I think I talked about this on one of the streams, I don't remember. She just flat out said she watched Berserk. Like, I can't explain to you what she looks like. She does not look like she watched Berserk. Like, at all. like, Berserk is fantastic, but Jesus Christ, lady, you watched the eclipse? You were fine? Probably not. I watched that shit on my living room TV. Thank God no one was home. Shit got crazy in the third movie. The Golden Age movies I'm talking about. In whatever cursed tongues. Kyle, aren't you like 18? You know the cursed tongues. You know, she's cool. I like her, but... and this is the thing. As far as I know, she doesn't have a boyfriend, but... we ain't pushing that. That's just weird and uncomfortable. And I'm also raised in a generation of guys who are... First off, don't flirt with your coworker, especially on the job. That's weird. That's just flat out. That's just weird. It's not 1940 anymore. You can't leverage being a guy to do that shit. The books are really shitty. Peacorn with battles in between the mac and cheese scenes. What? 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 Are these words? What the fuck is wrong with you? I need to figure this fucking crunch has been sitting in front of me for like 10 minutes now. Longer at this point. Maybe if you end up doing YouTube full time. So, I will go ahead and say this. Because I'm still debating whether or not I want to leave California, and if I do choose, or if I'm like 90% dead set on it, I'll just tell her that I like her, and I'll tell her that like I plan on leaving, but if she wants me to stay, I'll stay. Because, like, but at that point, it's not gonna matter. I might as well just shoot my shot. That's pretty much like, I don't want to say ultimatum. That's my, like, plan for that. If I do decide that I want to leave. Fucking movie scene. I mean, fucking, it's just the truth. I don't really have much in this state that's keeping me here. So it would just be a thing of like I have friends here. I'm not gonna act like I don't. I have friends here, all the people that I game with. But I also have my friends who I talk to online and I play games with, and I also have you guys. So if it gets to a point where it's just like I'm spending more time doing YouTube and being online, and my job is just a job, and also I end up doing YouTube full time, which once again could be a fucking dream, and it's like feasibly sustainable, and I have like savings and stuff, I'd leave and move somewhere else. But you know, just I guess tell her, and if she wants me to stay, I stay. That's just how it is. I talked about it in a members video. I don't want to be the person who lives and dies in California. But if I have a reason to, obviously I'm going to. Yeah, she seems alright. It's kind of funny. She's kind of like boring in a way, but she understands my humor, which I appreciate. Will always support you, man. Probably don't. I have a lot of shit opinions. Like, I don't like the Blood Angels. Everybody else does for some fucking reason. I think you guys just like sad emo, like not even emo, just like sad broken men. Just funny because I like Iron Warriors. Can I support every other opinion? Yeah, I mean, I can't stop you. You can support whatever fucking opinion you want. Is she librarian coded? No, not her, but one of her friends. I made fun of her because she had like librarian hair. I just really like their Primarch. Sanguinius is okay. I have problems with Sanguinius because he's obviously narratively written to just be the perfect boy, and he's written to be tragic, like his entire story, and that just like doesn't work with me. Is she a librarian coded? Kinda, not really. She actually has like a sense of humor. She's just like calm. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure she's into like concerts and stuff, and I know she likes running, but she has some like health thing going on where she doesn't run as often as she should. Go ahead and throw this away. Mephiston's cool. Mephiston's cool because you just said no to the Black Rage, which is wild. I like Mephiston. I will say, the one thing I like about the Blood Angels a lot is it called Angels of Death? I don't remember, but it's the animation from Warhammer Plus that's like actually like well written and good. The scene where they end up meeting the... What's it called? The scene where they end up meeting the Blood Angel who was sent away to the Death Watch. And he goes on about, like, how being sent to the Death Watch was more akin to torture than it was an honor. Despite the fact that he did serve. I like that scene a lot more because the chaplain like lets the two Space Marines hash it out because he knows they need it. What was I forget what the specifics I forget what the specific line is, but it's something along the lines of like, do you think you're the only one who has to bear this curse? And he replies with but or like what he said. What does he says? He says, we all have to bear this curse, and then his brother replies with, but not alone. Because that's not something a lot of people in the Blood Angels think about, is the fact that they do have each other. If you get sent to the Death Watch, you have fucking nobody. That shit's so good. Yeah, I also like the part where they showed, like, the Black Rage, and you could briefly see Horus and Sanguinius. Because that's how it's envisioned for them. I saw the full movie legally uploaded on YouTube. I think it's free to watch on their website. I think it's one of the only free things they have. It's a very good animation. And even though I'm not a fan of the Blood Angels for, like, writing purposes and stuff, that was very fucking good. And I can see why when people talk about Warhammer Plus, they talk about Angels of Death or whatever the fuck it's called. The voice acting is so fucking good too. When the Deathwatch Marine starts talking about how like he might be succumbing to the Black Rage, like he sounds fucking broken. It's such a good animation. And I'm glad that they're now going more. I like how everyone died. Also, the scene with the Dreadnought, which everybody knows about. I would like to see the Skies of Ball one last time. I fucking love the line, what is it? Not enough of me to say the second time. There's a lot of good writing. And when I say good writing, like is just like an overarching term, because good writing is one, subjective, but also it's there's just like good writing could be like something that is like evocative or thought-provoking. Good writing can also just be one really good fucking line that just makes a scene. Like I talked about, like for anybody who's in the Discord, I talked about it when I was talking about Blade Runner, Roy Batty's Tears in the Rain scene, which he just like came up with that shit. And then the other one, like when we talked about Justice, it's not Crisis on Infinite Earths. I already forgot what it was called, but the Justice, the Justice League animation where they meet Owlman and all those other people. And Owlman's there's so many. The Batman and Owlman fight has so many good fucking lines. Especially just Owlman's like philosophy. I really love it. Obviously, I don't agree with it. I just love it. Yeah, that is Crisis on Infinite Earths. I always thought Crisis on Infinite Earths was the one where it's oh no, that's fucking Flashpoint. I'm so stupid. But the two lines, one Batman, we both looked into the abyss. The only difference is you blinked. And then Owlman, his last fucking line, it doesn't matter. It's so fucking good. I forget who voiced Owlman, but I fucking love that VA. Alright, back to painting. No more nerding out. Yeah. When I think Blood Angels is probably going to be the next Space Marine chapter I do. But James Wood, it is James Wood, isn't it? By the way, is the Armor of the Broken Tower taken? I want to be Zach Hazard but Chaos. Can you please explain to me your Zach Hazard but Chaos idea? Who are you painting? Because that's a sick cape. I'm painting up my Slaves to Darkness. So, I'll just go ahead and show you the first model. So, this is the leader. TLDR, his soul is leaking and he's trying to find Galmoraz in the Realms of Chaos because it may or may not be there because time is weird in the warp. And because I like Iron Warriors, obviously, I gave them Hazard Stripe capes, but I'm only doing it half, and then the other half just pure black because it looks like medieval heraldry when you do it like that. And then here's another character that has it as well. So good. I need to repaint these skulls because I don't like how they look right now. Zach Hazard is a YouTuber who does like gun channels and stuff. The shield, yeah. It's very simple. I mean, it's just iron and gold and bone for the hands, but it still like looks good. So Slaves to Darkness are a very good looking army. Age of Sigmar. CBD. It's Age of Sigmar. But yeah, Crazy. Can you please explain to me your Zach Hazard idea? Because I need to know. Because unless you're covering yourself in a Kevlar cocoon, I don't know what you mean. Gorcha. Batman Who Laughs is a 13-year-old boy's SGOC. I also saw the same video you're talking about, Kyle. I too get recommended videos on YouTube. CBD cog and ball torture. It is time for the durability test. I never found the whole Batman That Laughs thing interesting to begin with. And it just turns out I was right to not read anything on that. Granted, I don't read comics because comics suck mostly nowadays. I'm not that dude who's gonna sing the praises of manga forever. However, the manga industry is big for a reason. Where's my knife? I just had it. There's a knife somewhere. There we go. I've been in the mood to try and make a cyberpunk or like near future setting for a TTRPG ever since I watched Blade Runner, and I know that's dangerous because I don't have time to run 2 campaigns. He's a lightly crafted salamander that has exasperated about how poorly the Broken Tower takes care of their weapons and his obsession with stubbers. He hates his job, he just hoards shitty looted guns. So what do you mean by the question of is their armor taken? Can you explain? Just like, you mean like looted? Nowadays, sure, but comics are awesome, man. What you mean? I mean, comics used to be awesome. Yes, I agree. I was reading some comics when I was younger, but now it's just not great. Hey, remember that one Batman comic that was like definitely AI generated? Question, is there any limit to purity seals in the lore? No. Put as many purity seals as you want. Purity seals are there to purify and sanctify your weaponry and armor. They are not badges. If Crazy Axeman is basing this idea off of Zach Hazard, then he's like a small arms repairman, which basically means in 40k he takes care of stubbers and not actual guns like bolters. Visually, is there a difference between purity seals and O's of the Moment? I don't think so. If artillery is small arms, bolters is small arms. Speaking of purity seals, do you know if I ever posted the picture of a guy in my local store who covered his entire armature in purity seals? No, because I would remember that. Now go post that, please. I need to see it. That's hilarious. Tell me I'm wrong. You are wrong. Artillery is bigger than the bolter. Send it. Let me see this shit. Yeah, old Marine kids had just like a shit ton of purity seals. Oh no, you didn't send it. My friend added me. Oh, you were sending me the bug man. Or not sending me, but you just posted in general the weird bug guy. Yeah, I see him. On my way to 1v1 a Demon Prince with my new armor covered in 10,000 purity seals. If he's maintaining everything from 9mm pieces to 105 howitzers, bolters, or small arms. I disagree. I really fucking love the Red Corsair Raider kit. I'm going to talk about it in the video when I release it, but I really love that GW is actually acknowledging the fact that like renegades exist and renegades are renegades. Tell me my idea isn't great though. I'll tell you if your idea is bad, don't worry. Your idea is fine. It's pretty good. That is something that I'm gonna have to just like, I don't know. I keep talking about making the rules for when I eventually kit bash everybody into the army. But one of the things is that like, it's not a requirement to make up lore for your dude, unless you want to. That being said, I have the final say to veto anything, regardless of what it is, because I know some people are just gonna ask for like dumb bullshit. With that Chaos Apothecarian come out, can I request be an Apothecarian when it comes time for you to get kit bashed? I have to make the rules. So right, I think I keep talking about this, but people keep new people keep joining. If you're chosen tier or higher, you're gonna get kit bashed into a squad. You're not gonna be your own character. If you are not chosen tier or higher, if you are a warpsmith, you get kit bashed into a character or into a squad, whichever you prefer. Because I also want everybody. I don't want everybody to be characters because then I can't run them. Whereas if I have people as part of squads, then I end up having like a chosen squad, let's say, that has like a Night Lord, a World Eater, and a Death Guard all just like having a fight with each other. And I think that's way cooler than I kit bash everybody into a character and then I can only ever run like 2 of you out of the, I think it's like 16 people now who are in, what's it called? I can't think of the name. Who are now in Warpsmith. I want everybody to be on my table when I game because I think that's fun. So far, the only thing, so like I haven't, like with the ideas that people have made for like their characters for when they get kit bashed, the only person who I'm vetoing like a single idea off of their stuff has only ever been one. So far, everybody else has had like pretty decent ideas. My lord, I posted the PR armature. Oh, hold on, I forgot. Let me go look at that shit. Oh my fucking god. Bro, he looks like he is mold. Oh my god, that's so insane. Too many characters out here. It's not even the fact of like too many characters because I mean in a like a literal sense, everybody at Kit Bash is a character. It's just like in terms of gameplay, they're not a character. I'd rather have people be in squads than being characters and then I can't run everybody together. That's also kind of the point with like the nameplates, but I haven't had time to do the nameplates, and as much as like it would be easier to do them, I don't know if I ever will. I remember watching a guy painting all the seals on a plate in my GW store. That's amazing. When that armature prays to the Emperor, they always go through for he is pure without sin. I remember that. I think that was a Tumblr post. I can't remember what it was. He's a little homunculus that he converted into a devout Christian that he keeps under his bed, and his prayers always go through because he knows he knows no sin. And it was funny. There was a reply was like, he does no sin. You. It's so funny. Yeah, there's only one person who has had an idea that I never told them, but I just vetoed it. And it's only like one small thing. It's not the entire character. I am excited to see. I am excited to see what everybody comes up with. I'm really excited to see. It's funny because like, obviously because yeah, he just pokes it with a stick. It's so funny. Obviously because people who are in Warpsmith, they have more leeway with what they get to demand because they become a full character. But I'm really excited to see what people ask for when it comes to Chosen, because it's just going to be like small, simple stuff. But even if it's just like something like, I don't know, someone asking to have their model painted like an apothecary and they're just attached to like a Havoc squad or something, sounds fun. Stuff like that, where it's just like small little details that probably most people wouldn't notice until you look a little bit more closely. I need to see if I can get a game with that guy. So funny. Because like, how many people are... time to, once again, avoid painting my models and... Oh, shit. Hell, my warsuit is one. Oh, yeah, I remember you showing that off, the apothecary warsuit. We go look at, I already forgot what I was gonna go look at. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at how many members we have in the categories. Because right now it's skewed because we got a bunch of gifted. But that's Legionnaires, and Legionnaires don't get anything. feel like I need to reiterate that because I feel like some people are Legionnaires and don't realize it. Only chosen or higher get it, and I keep iterating that. But let me go to earn and go to members, because right now, here we go. See your members. Right now it is for chosen and Warpsmith. There are 36 people out of the 142. All those 36 people are, by the time they hit a year, I will be kit bashing stuff for them. So I feel like there's some people who are expires tonight, so I just renewed it. Hell yeah. Because I feel like, oh Jesus Christ, you fucking upgraded, my god. Well, welcome to being chosen, CBD. I can't wait for you to torture me in a year. Yeah, because I feel like there's some people who are still Legionnaires, and it's gonna be, because I already know the system of how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna at you on YouTube in a post and tell you like, hey, it's your turn. Come and tell me what's it called? What you want me to do. Actually, I keep forgetting what tier you are. Because my brain just does not work. I'm pretty sure you're Warpsmith. Am I wrong? I don't remember. Let me look at it. Yeah, you are. Because I think when you first joined, I think you got gifted? I don't remember. I am gonna ask for fucking receipts from everybody, though. Oh, hello, Josh. Awesome, I'm assembling Iron Warriors Marines for 30k. Nice. Until I forgot about the 1 year limit, until I randomly get told in a dream. Well, thankfully, it will tell you if if you're in stream, when it renews, it will tell you like, hey, you renewed for another month or something. Hello, Alfarius. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what people ask for from Chosen, because there's a lot more of a creative limitation, and so I really want to see what people will ask for. So for people who want characters, how do you deal with people that request non-CSM characters? It depends, because like the hope is obviously that everybody asks for a character that works in the tower. But if there's I don't know, if people can make a justification for, I can't think of the word. If people can make a justification for a specific model or something, like I already have a Drukari model. I haven't painted her up, but I have a Drukari model. She's basically fucking the someone's girlfriend. I forget who already at this point. Nemio's. She hangs out with Nemio. How would I get receipts? Literally just like showing me purchase history, how long you've been in your tier 4. That's literally it. I'm not asking for bank statements, just proof. Like I said, I'm gonna write down all these rules, and then I want to say around the 6-month mark of memberships being open, I'll post them finally, so that way people have like time to think. But ideally want to be a Lord CAC for Tower Cacophony, but CSM don't have CACs. No, they do not. It's not like it matters. The model can be whatever. It would just have to function in a different purpose in game. That's just how that works. Do you play 30k at all? Nope, and I have very little interest in playing it. There's a lot of cool shit. I wish all the Advec stuff was just in 40k. That's about it. Is there any CSM characters that use a pistol or a melee or double pistol? Cypher. $30k has a lot of interesting stuff going on, but I really don't feel like learning another war game when I'm already trying to teach people how to play Trench Crusade, and I'm playing Age of Sigmar. You can technically double up on pistols, I think, on just a regular Chaos Lord, but I don't know. I got tired of bi-weekly updates on 40k and missed 7th edition. I am a person who likes bi-weekly updates, and I don't like 7th edition. Triple-wheeled pistols is funny. You know, since the new CSM Apothecary is coming out, has there been a CSM Apothecary before him? Nope. Nope. Technically speaking, Fabius Bile, but nope. There's never been an Apothecary. And Fabius doesn't even act like an apothecary, I don't think. I might be wrong on that. He usually just gives his squad a buff because he mutates them. Yeah, Fabulous Bill. I love that name. I should probably actually finish doing my Hazard Stripes on this guy. Suppose if it would make sense if my character was from Dark Mechanicum. Your character can be whatever the fuck you want. I mean rules, not lore-wise. Yes, I mean rules, not just lore-wise. Yeah, his new... Yeah, I'm talking about in-game, not lore. I'm also really hoping for a rumor Iron Wars coming to 40k. About Iron Wars coming to 40k. I have some ground to them because I'd run my 30k with some Demon Ninjas to 40k for sure. Yeah, I mean it's one of the good things about 40k is that because it's all Space Marines, you could just run it in 40k. But I'm really hoping fucking Peter Turbo comes back. One of the models looks like him. Whether or not it is him, don't know. Rumors aren't rumors. They did well. There's still rumors because like they revealed stuff. Heavy quotations, and nobody knows what's supposed to be what. And we're probably not going to get any of those models until like another month or two. Which hopefully by then I'll have money to buy a box or two. My favorite meme is Perch Rabo. Is just my favorite meme is Perch Rabo is just a Iron Circle bot. What do you mean? I don't know this meme. I'm not part of the 30k meme community. I didn't know you guys existed. That you guys are too busy reading spreadsheets. Sponge did not hydrate properly. I'm gonna go fix that real quick. I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna put more water on my palette because the sponge did not get as much water as I thought it would. I'm saying is that running entirely like a 40k army would be hilarious. The problem with that is that it ends up becoming as expensive as a normal 40k army. Iron Circle are robots built. I don't know who the Iron Circle are. And the meme is that he's just a brain sitting in one of them. Well, how he was described last time is that he's basically looks like a dreadnought. Whether or not he still looks like that is a different question. My buddy plays a Halo war game with Mega Bloks. That's funny. It's also funny because they still make those. It's starting to get late, so I'll probably stop streaming in a half hour or so. We'll see. I still have work. Tomorrow's, I think I said this already at the start of the stream, tomorrow's gonna be fucking rough. I can't talk about why. I just know it's gonna be rough. Mega Block Scarab prices are insane. It's like 2k for a set. That's fucking wild. But hey, a Halo fan will fucking pay anything, huh? Playing Halo C for the first time last week. Shit speak. You've never played Combat Evolve? What? Oh yeah, the graphics button is fucking crazy. I think Halo reaches peak Halo. Halo Reach is my first ever Halo game, which is fucking crazy to jump with that. Alright, dude, I'm about High School Musical is as old as Grease when it came out. You're old and decrepit, I'm Astros. Good night. See you, brother. 5 was your first? I'm sorry. Papo, you got about 9 more months before you need to come to a conclusion of that, so you're good. It came with my Xbox. Coming up always first, because I don't start from the beginning. My autism would be mad. You have Halo 5 dipshit. It came free with your fucking Xbox. You have Uno. I should play some Infinite. Don't know about that. I'm gonna try to use my Bud Stamp Kit to do stripes. Don't do that. Buy this shit. Buy this. It'll make doing stripes so much easier. For shoulder pads, 2mm is good enough. For vehicles, 3 or higher. Whatever you feel like using. This is more than enough to do hazard stripes. I've been doing them on the capes, so you can see that. I would honestly recommend 2mm. I would not recommend doing 1. If my Kriegsmen are purple, what color should I do the power swords? Red. Or yellow if you want to cause yourself abject pain. Pick some up, I have a bunch of spare shoulder pauldrons to test on. Good, do that. Remember, 2mm is more than good enough for shoulder pads, especially space-free shoulder pads. 1mm might be too thin. Also because you don't want to end up in the situation where you're having to use double the amount of tape when you could just double the width. Tape is that. Can you not read Apo? It's to me a masking tape. To me, one of the best fucking companies for our hobby. Except for the God Hand, don't buy that. I don't even know if that's Tamiya, honestly. That might be a different company. Maybe good for chain axes as well. 2mm is good for most things marine size that aren't vehicles. You want 3mm or higher for vehicles. No, what take did Axe say? I don't know. What did he say? Oh, hot take. All public doorknobs and handles should be made of brass. I don't know why that's a... Sure, man. Why is there no red, no brush on glowy paint? What? Oh, no red brush on. No brush on glowy paints. You're gonna have to buy an airbrush to just do glows, brother, if you want to have glows. There's ways to do glows without it, but I'd recommend just getting an airbrush. Brass is naturally antibacterial. That's what Big Brass wants you to know. The big old brass companies trying to sell you more brass. They're all in on it. I don't know. Fucking sure, man. Maybe it is antibacterial. This is what you just use your autism on? The state of public restroom doorknob material? Also, you need to use masking tape because you could do cool shit like this. Hold on. Where is it? Here, you watching? Because if you use masking tape, you can do this. God damn it. I fucked up pulling that one off. There we go. A little bit of cleanup, but honestly, the fact that it's dirty honestly just looks cooler. And that was also because my paint was super watery and it seeped in. Pulling the tape off for hazard stripes is so nice. Also, yes, you want to do the yellow first and then paint black over. I would recommend airbrushing the black rather than painting it. I just don't have my airbrush hooked up, and I would be airbrushing too close to details that I don't want to get dirty. Shit. Do you prefer rusty or clean Iron Warriors? I don't care to stop the bleeding, Apo. I think it makes it look cooler. Rusty or clean? I mean, whatever you would prefer, or whatever you would refer to my paint style as, which is basically just base coats and wash and no highlight, just functional. I dropped the man. he fucking knocked him off his base. That's so funny. I mean, just I don't know, like dirty-ish. I don't like overly dirty models, but I also think clean models don't look natural. Especially for a war game setting. This guy back on his base. Finally finished the sling I was working on. You gonna go fight the fucking, I don't remember who David fought. A slapper dry brush and very little paint on mine to get a surface rust look. That's cool. I don't know, rusty armor never made sense to me outside of Death Guard because, like, your armor should be taken care of. It could be dirty, that's fine, but it should not be rusted. That's just a me thing, though. Yeah, I still love this model. Just hating this head so much that I literally just decapitated it and now he's holding his head up. I put blood dripping down his coat and put all over his axe too. Armor should be white, shiny white? No, ew, that's disgusting. Armor should not be shiny white. I mean, another thing you could do for painting stripes is just be a fucking gangster and just freehand that shit. I don't have steady hands, so I don't do that. I do purple visors. What, like glows? I used to do, I was doing red for a little bit, but I like green a lot. Or I was doing purple, actually, but I like green a lot. I need to redo some of the visors on some of my guys. But I also just need to, like, redo my Legionnaires. I can't because my hands are very messed up for mechanic work. Unfortunate. Legion look really good with purple visors. Legion look good with a lot of colored visors, except for like orange, maybe. I mean, fucking, where is he? Yeah, that glow actually, or the transition glow actually looks super good on camera. Not super good, it looks better, but I do still think I fucked up on this. Also funny how I was able to get his armor colored how I wanted it to be, and it still has like that little shimmering effect. I paint on a wood desk, which is why I don't want to learn to airbrush. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you something. You can buy this for like 50 bucks on Amazon, if not cheaper. There's shit in it. This is called an airbrush booth. You put your mini all the way in the back. You put it on a little table, and then that's how you airbrush. It turns on. It has a vent. It has this little sponge thing. It has another layer behind it. And then, I don't know if you can barely see it, that is a filter for an air conditioner, or an air filtration system that I cut up and I put it back there as well, and I keep it in a box. Yes, that is a pillow on top. Don't ask. I got one of those because I had to airbrush in my bathroom. This is much better. And it's portable as well. It has a fan that's on the back that vents, that sucks up all the particles and shoots it out back, or sucks it in through the filter, then shoots it out back where I have another filter, and it has lights. So that way you're airbrushing in a well-lit area, and you don't have to move all your lights. I will put it in the Discord if you want to look at it, but I would recommend getting this. There's products to help you with every part of your hobby. What if I don't want help? Then go fuck yourself. You have a Discord. Yes, it is available to members. And then there's other benefits to being a member. Chosen tier or higher, you get your name set at the end of the video. And depending on what tier you are, after a year of being a member, I can bash you into the army. You know, into my army. Have you ever heard of a waterproof tablecloth? Don't listen to Kyle. His idea is stupid because air particles still get everywhere. Axe over here helping me shield the membership. Let's go. And no, you don't need to be a recurring member to stay in the Discord, but just behave, because I already had to ban somebody once. Speaking of which, I added new roles, so I want to go. How many people have signed up for those? 16 people for game night. Hell yeah. Or 15 actually, because it's +1. 7 people for TTS and 10 people for painting competitions when we start doing that. I really want to start doing more events in the Discord. I would love to, but let me show you my desk. Let me guess, your desk is tiny as fuck. I have a big ass like IKEA light table because like space is always going to be a problem when it comes to doing the hobby, because not everybody can dedicate an entire space or room to do their shit. I have to dedicate a significant portion of my bedroom to do my hobby. Like my desk I use for my I have a big ass. Friend of my first girlfriend, I had a nice ass, and then she broke up with me. Yeah, I've seen your desk. By the way, please clean your desk. I'm begging you. Like, my desk used to look bad. That's just... Also, I don't mean to be an asshole, Axe. Why are you worried about getting paint on that? Unless you use it for other things. Also, welcome Josh from Allstate. How do I sign up? What do you mean, how do you sign up? You can use a repurposed Amazon box. The box that you get from the airbrush thing that I showed you literally fits for it to go in. So that way you can keep your vents over there. Anyways, I'm pretty sure the... Let me look at my channel. I'm pretty sure the most recent post is still... The invite link still works. Yeah, it's 4 days old. It's the one where it has Celestine and Greyfax being a toxic Yuri couple. I don't know. And there should be a link to Discord you can join and get roles and be part of the community. I was thinking about doing a game night tonight, but I saw mostly everybody was busy, so I decided not to. We might do one next week because my life is not that busy anymore. Prince Uriel. Gender bent Prince Uriel is just Prince Yuri. My PC desk is worse. Axe, I don't need to see that. Not only is it tiny, it's got another problem. Go look. What's the other problem? I'm looking at it. Is it just the mirror, which is also dirty? Please clean it. What is the other problem that I'm supposed to be looking at? Because your entire desk is a problem. Please throw away your Dr. Pepper cans. I'm about to throw up a folding table in my room for hobby stuff because Airsoft and Warhammer has consumed my desk. Yeah, just get one of those IKEA tables. You don't really need to get a folding table. Pretty sure the IKEA table would be cheaper, if anything. That's what I have. My desk right now is an IKEA table, which, I mean, if you couldn't tell from how wobbly it is sometimes. Because, first off, my floor is not leveled at all. How do I sign up for painting competitions? Just go to the roles and react to the paint symbol that Carl has put out. And eventually I'll announce a painting competition when I have time to actually do that. I'm trying to, because like I want to have something for people who game and I want to have something for people who hobby. And I also have an idea for, like, I don't want to necessarily say trivia night, but I guess the only other way to describe it is like is it Jeopardy or Who Wants to Be a Million? I think it's Jeopardy. Like just Warhammer Jeopardy. Because I want something for people who play the game. I want something for people who know the lore, and I want something for people who paint or kit bash. Obviously, the more money this channel does end up making, I'll actually be able to like have prizes and shit for that, which it's mostly just going to be like gift vouchers for GW, if anything. That's probably about it. Daily Q&A? No, not a daily Q&A. That'd be funny though, actually. We mean daily Q&A like question and answer? You mean like daily Q&A like a daily Jeopardy question? I spent a lot of money on an Airsoft, whatever that is, build, and I have used it twice. There's people who buy like boats and shit, and they've only used it like once their entire lives. So if you ever feel like you wasted money, just think about that. I wouldn't mind doing a Q&A on the server. Daily might be a little disruptive. What do you mean Q&A? You literally mean question and answer? I did that for a fucking, what's it called? End of the year video, and didn't get as many questions as I figured I was going to. It was still a decent amount. It was like 40, I think, questions total. If your space is that small and limited, you can go up to your corner, designate a hobby corner, basically. God, they're talking airsoft. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Thinking the wrong terminology might Q&A. I mean, like a server discussion question. Yeah, so literally just like post a question to the server every day and just like see who gets the answer right. I don't know. Oh god. I don't know. Maybe not. I do still need to make the dumbass things people have said channel because some people have said some really dumb shit and they need to be immortalized in shame. Axe, you should sell your airsoft kit and buy more deathcore. That's what you should do. Listen to the funny worm in your head. Buy more deathcore, Krieg. Oh, don't remind me of the creek. I miss it every day. It's my favorite planet. Can you call that channel the fridge door? What? The fuck are you talking? What? Oh, the fridge door. No. It's literally just gonna be called dumbass things people have said. I also do want to make a channel eventually where it's just entries of people who won painting competitions so we can show it off. The bigger the server gets and the bigger the channel gets, I will do my best to actually make it more fun and interactive because I'm obviously not going to have time to do game nights and shit like we've been able to do so far. Maybe not. We'll see. I really want to make that Orbital Strike Force list I saw on the video I saw. Which one was it? Was it the one where it's just 50 million rhinos? Can that be the fridge door? I'll call that one the fridge door. Rhinoceros herd. The 50 million rhinos, so good. And oh yeah, and Calgar. Sorry, didn't mean to put the disrespect on the name. I don't know, it'd be cool if like Appo's table opinions. I will be done. It's funny. I do want to. I was thinking for $2. What was it? I do want to, because I want to make like extra roles for like people who like win competitions and stuff, and just like to have a little thing on your roles list of just like, hey, I want a tournament, or hey, I want a painting competition, or hey, I know more lore than everybody else because I'm a fucking nerd. That being said, there would have to be, like, specifically the lore one. I don't know if I could actually do it, especially if there's, like, prize money involved, because there's always the worry that people are going to try to use Google or other things to look up their answers. So I would probably have to put a time limit on how you can answer. Just talk about the fucking Rhino army. have a 3 to 4K list of only termies. God, that's the dream. I wish I could do that for CSM. I could technically do a 2K list for that for CSM. Not all termies, but a good amount. I don't own the IRL. You should. I hope they never nerf that detachment. Don't worry, because next edition is going to come and it's going to go away. Because UW hates fun. I have a theoretical list that's just 3 10-man breaks of Terminators for Chaos Space Marines that just walking up the board and killing people. God, I fucking love this music. Too bad the stream's gonna get copyright strikes because of it. I also hope Siege Tyrants come to 40K. They won't. It'd be cool if they did, but they won't. We're getting a Warsmith and that's it. And we're not even getting the cool 30K Warsmith, we're getting a different one. Obviously, TS list higher about Titan in Subterranean Assault 6-inch Deep Strike. What do you even do with that? Because isn't it melee shit? Who's gonna be copyright striking the stream? It's automatic, bro. That's how it works. Just bots scouring YouTube for anything that uses the specific music. And this music I'm listening to is copyrighted. Our fans of Transport too, I guess. Don't know where you're putting in it for sure. Gonna go check something real quick, because it is getting late, and I should probably get off soon. I'm still here for a little bit. Ugh. So you guys don't get to lose me just yet. Kyle, I'm already back. Fuck you. I need to get another waiting room, because as much as I like this one, it's funny. Why is my waiting room off center? There we go. As much as I like it, I don't know. Probably just get off anyways, because I am kind of getting tired. I was gonna shower before bed, but I might just shower in the morning. I didn't do that much to get dirty, I don't think. Look pretty clean. I probably should still shower before bed though. I think I'm gonna get off. I'll stream next time the day a video comes out. And maybe that day will be a game night, who knows. But I hope y'all had a good night. I will see you all. When's the video going to be out? Video might be out Saturday or Sunday. I'm thinking Sunday is when it's probably going to be out. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, everyone have a good night. See y'all later.